This is Lee with 82 Game and 12, and I'm back with video 13 over my playthrough of 2 Shiloh games, both dealing with the Hornet's Nest. Each of them had a Hornet's Nest scenario. And so April's harvest has ended due to the fact that the Confederates were not going to be able to get a win in the last turn. Okay, so I pretty much completed half of the 3 o'clock turn, and at that point, you know, looking at the map and the counters and everything, you know, it was easy to figure out that, you know, the Union's going to win. So now we're focusing on Shiloh the First Day by Revolution Games, Crisis in the West. This is volume number 11, and this is only dealing with the first day, April the 6th. No part of the game is going to deal with the second day. The second day was not much of an affair, mainly because the Confederates were wore out and didn't have any fresh reserves, and Buell and his Army of Ohio showed up. With also showing up was Lew Wallace with his division, and he had been lost most of the day. So, and Lew Wallace is the historical person that later on in life will have a run-in with Billy the Kid. He was governor of New Mexico for a time, and I think maybe the territory of New Mexico. Anyways, he would also write the novel Ben-Hur, which became quite a sensation, and of course has been made into a movie multiple times. I guess the most famous of the movie production is the one with Charlton Heston, and you have, of course, the big chariot scene, which you have to remember at that time, I think it's like 1960, I think 59, 60, they did not have CGI. So that chariot scene is actual horses, actual men. And so you had some stuntmen that got hurt in that filming of the chariot race, which is very exciting. And that movie is it's an epic. Hollywood used to make epics, and they were spectacular. They don't do that anymore. I don't know why they don't do that anymore. Maybe it's too costly, but they throw all this money into CGI. They don't necessarily have to do that. You know, you can go out there and, you know, make the sets and do all of that and film on location somewhere, which I'm sure there was a lot of that in Ben-Hur that was filmed on a set somewhere, but they could do the same thing. But okay, don't dwell on that too much, but just so you know. And another individual, okay, that was also a writer is Ambrose Bierce, and he was an officer in Buell's division. Well, no, Buell's army. That would be like a corps, I think, not a division. Buell had, let's see, he would have, well, he's not even going to be included because this is only day 1 of the battle. So no use bringing him in because he's not going to have any kind of effect. So he's not even one of any counters. No part of the, no brigades or divisions belong to him. But so Ambrose Bierce would later become a writer, and one of his more famous works was what was called the Devil's Dictionary, and it's a kind of a humorous satirical humor using words, everyday words. So check that out. Another is a short story entitled "The Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge," which is very suspenseful, and Owl Creek was located. I don't know if there's. Yeah, Owl Creek should be, maybe not. I guess Owl Creek doesn't run across this map here, but a much larger map of Shiloh that would be in this game. You would see Owl Creek, and it's got several bridges. So he wrote, based the location of the story on this river. So, all right, so let's jump in here. I've flipped everything over except for I need to put everything in the draw cup for us, and then we can get started. So my stand here is a little wobbly for some reason. Okay. Alright, so the draw cup is empty at the moment, and so I need to put Fog of War in there, Fortunes of War, the leaders that still have units, brigades that are not wrecked. That's 3. Beauregard. So there's only 3 divisions that still have brigades that aren't wrecked on the Confederate side. Then we have W.H.L. Wallace. I don't think that's any connection to Lew Wallace. And Stewart. Okay. We've had 3 commanders killed or wounded: Prentice, Johnston, and Breckinridge. So, all right, the next thing we do is we pull out the random chits here, and then there's another one. We pick one. See, make sure they got all of the Confederate ones. I guess they only got 4. The other ones they used and no longer available. All right, so for the Union, I have Sweeney there and Lawman. I'm going to throw the Rally in there, and then these others we just shake them up, pick 2 or draw 2, not pick, but randomly put 2 in there, and the rest of them we just set here for there's the another one. Okay, and I guess really the Confederates need Rally too, and then if I remember, I don't think I go back here and look. I don't think the armies can use the Rally chit to let's see. I don't think they can use the Rally chit to bring units back from the broken track. I think the only way you can do that is through regroup. Let's look at the exclusive rules. Let's see here. Yeah, units on the map cannot use the rally chit to rebuild in this game. They can still potentially rebuild if the brigade has been issued a regroup order. Unless the brigade is wrecked, then they can't be rebuilt at all. So it says units on the map cannot use the rally chit. So okay, I guess I was thinking that I couldn't use the rally chit. I guess so you can use it. So the Confederates really need to be using it, but it's only one unit. Let's see, it might tell us here. Well, the way it's described in the description here, okay, you can't. Okay. It says remove all shaken disrupted markers from each unit in a single hex. Remove all low ammo. That's it. It doesn't say you can use it for anything else. And for the Confederates, it's probably going to be the same. Yeah. So can't use it to rally. Can't be used. Now the exclusive rules say they actually say just on the map, but that's not what the event description says. It's only two ways: remove low ammo, remove shaken and disrupted markers. Okay. Either way. All right. So I've got to decide here which Confederate. And this is another question I have, is whether or not the Confederates can actually do this each and every turn, or if it's just the first turn that they get to pick a brigade that is going to activate first. And it has to be an attack order. That's what I wasn't doing originally, was using it as an attack order. But I think I want to use Gladden. So, and I've been doing it, so maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. So, if I'm doing it wrong, oh on me. Okay. But maybe they need to have some clarity on how that's used. And really, Tyler here, I don't know that where's my chart? The chart, let's see, gunboats. Okay, so they've got a range of 6, was long. Okay, so Tyler could fire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could fire here and here. So if I place him, and they have to be placed. Gunboats may not be placed in partial river hexes, only full Tennessee river hexes. So, you know, when we're looking here, this is partial, this is partial, this is partial, partial, partial. This one's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, you know, really, it doesn't matter if he's here or over here, he can reach these units. And could affect also this one. So, we're going to use Tyler this time. His strength, though, is only going to be 3 because at range 6, he's 50%. That's long range for him. So, and so that's how we're going to do that first. So, Tyler will fire, and the only okay. So basically, they weren't really effective, the gunboats, in inflicting casualties. They really affected morale and just the huge sound that they created, and you know, the explosion, I guess, is when they hit. So that's that. So okay. So that'll be, Tyler will be firing here at Chalmers, 7th Mississippi and the 5th Mississippi. Now, they're in woods, so that strength of 7, because it's long distance, is halved. So they're at 3, and then they have to shift to left 2 columns because of the woods. So they are at 1. I rolled 2 1s, so no effect there. All right, so now we take a look at the Confederate artillery. I don't know that they're going to have. Well, yeah, I do see where they do have somebody to fire at. Okay. So, Smith doesn't. He's behind this crest here, this raised area here. He's at a lower level, so he doesn't have anybody he can fire at. Neither, well, Rutledge does. And Rutledge is firing. This guy is at a lower level. So he's firing at MacArthur's 9th and 12th Illinois regiments. So, firing here. And they have support. You get support in orchards. So there's 2 of them stacked there, so they're going to have a CR of 3. Rutledge is firing out of the woods, which means he can only fire up to a strength of 3, and the orchards will shift that strength to the left 1 column. So he's at strength of 2, and we rolled a 52. So they have a strength CR of 3, so no effect. All right. We're going to go with okay. Willard here is on level 5, and he's going to fire here at Jackson, who is on level 4, so he can see over the top of those trees. So he is in woods, So his strength is reduced to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's still in effective range. And the target's in wood, so 3 becomes a 1. And Jackson's 19th Alabamans have a CR of 3. No effect. Okay. All right, so now Girardi, this guy's lower level, is going to fire at MacArthur. Range for Girardi is 1, 2, 3. So his strength can only be a 3, firing out of the woods. The target's in the orchard, so he's going to have a strength of 2. 25, no effect. Okay, let's go up to, just move a little closer here. All right. Richardson, who's in woods, is going to fire at Wood's brigade, which is the 27th and the 55th Tennessean regiments. They're in woods. So a strength of 3, but it's a canister. So it's going to go to a strength of 4. Target is in woods. So it's a strength of only 2. 63. Okay, that's going to be routine. 35. It's going to cause them to retreat 2. So right there. All right. While we're here, we might as well go here. Harper firing here on this artillery that's in woods. They're in woods. 1, 2, 3. Strength of 3. Shifted twice. It's going to be a strength of 1. 46, and their CR is going to be 2. Okay, 46. No effect. All right. Walker is going to stay where he's at. If he was to try to, well, he can go to there. He'll go to here with Miller. So he'll move to there. That's that victory location. So all right, and then here we got gauge. The Confederates don't have any other units that they want to move or do anything with. So, all right. So Gage is firing at MacArthur. We could also fire at Stewart. Stewart's going to have a CR of 1. Mixed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So that's going to be mixed is effective. So strength of 3. And it's going to be shifted down to 1 due to the targets in woods. Okay. Alright, we got a 53. And that's going to be a routine due to the fact that Stewart has a 1. You can't see Stewart, can you? There it is. Alright. So it's going to be routine. 33, just going to cause him to retreat, which is probably what he wants anyways. We go there. Alright. So, alright, so the Union doesn't have any other. Well, let's see. We do have this unit. Yeah, they can fire. Let's go back up there. Alright, so this unit right here. Okay. They're rifled. They've got a strength of 2. This unit's in the open. 1, 2, 3, 4. So strength of 2. And we're going to have a CR3. 44. Strength of 2, did I say, or 3? Okay, I guess it's going to be 2, so no effect. Alright, so now I think I can say this unit can't fire, but he could possibly move where he could maybe do something. No, I don't think he can. He'll just stay like he is up there. Alright, so let's see, there's a couple of Confederate artillery pieces. For example, this one here. Okay, this one here has fire to here. So, Sweet, it's going to fire here. And they're in the open, so they got the full strength. So, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. What did I do with that? Got this clear. So 6 inches. Okay. So if I put this down, go from here to here, it's going to go right along the edge of this. So, okay. maybe you call that obscured, maybe. So they've got a strength of 6. They're in effective range. The target is in orchard. So, and then we're doing obscure. Numbers, they don't have that. So, let me look here at the rules real quick here concerning line of sight. Okay. For a unit to fire at a target 2 or more hex away, must be able to see. Okay. Draw. Okay. Does not say. But it's not going through the hex, it's just going along the edge. Alright, we'll allow it. Okay, so strength of 6. Range is effective. Target, as I said, is an orchard. So from 6 it becomes 5. Strength of 5. Ooh, look at this. Again, how many times is that? Somebody's have to count it up. Okay, and then we're going to have a CR of 3. Okay, it's going to be tough. Alright, so 52. Tough. Okay, both of them are going to be depleted. Okay, so they both have to do a break test. Okay. So okay, so the top guy rolled a 6, so he's going to broke box 3. The bottom guy passed with a 2, and they've got to retreat. Was it 2 hexes? Yeah. Yeah. 2 hexes. So I'll put them right there. And they are now, well, at the end of the turn, they're going to be wrecked. So if they don't recover. So, okay. So I can put a fired marker here. Like so. And then I want to, let's see. I want to move Smith there, but I kind of feel like there's no road coming out of these woods, so you can't just like come out of the woods like that, because the rule is that if you leave the woods or enter the woods, that uses your all of your movement. So you couldn't move, part of your movement and then move out of the woods. So let's see. Trying to figure out if there's another way. You know, if I moved here, and then here, this is open, then he would be seen. Okay, he'd see right down this line. Then he can't move there. That'd be engaged. So, well, I'll just move him right there. Okay, so we put a move marker, fire move marker on him. As I said, the Union they don't have anybody else. So the last one that we're going to be looking at is going to be Bowen down Hudson, part of Bowen, or see, how are the other ones? Yeah, he's part of Bowen's brigade. Well, yeah. So can't go. Well, it doesn't matter. He's just moving through to get to there, or yeah. Much is he? 4, 6. Okay, so he moves. Okay, that is a road. So half. If he's not. See, that's already 9. And 6 is going to be, it's going to be more than 3. Let's see what it is. 6 is 4.5. So, okay, this is going to cost 1. Okay, this is a half. So 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and then 3. That should be all of the artillery. So then I can remove these artillery markers. And we can get going. See, in this game, the artillery was able to get involved. In the other game, with the way that the orders, command and everything was handled, I think I've already made my point on that. But I'm just, I guess, just adding more to the fire, because I don't think that was well thought out. I don't think they must not have had anybody game it. Play test, you know. And the thing is, if you have this, the same play testers over and over and over, they don't see new things that someone else with a fresh pair of eyes and you know, some of the things they may try to do or do within the rules come across that, oh, wait a minute, you know, that's not in the rules. How would I handle that? You know, or hey, this rule doesn't it doesn't seem to work. But oh well. Okay, so Gladden is being activated by the Confederacy, and they have an attack order. I think that only really applies probably for the first turn, but I don't know that. I kind of, the way it's worded, I could see it going either way. But if it's just the first turn, why not just say on the first turn only. And that's not the way it's worded. You know, words, the way something is worded, makes a big difference. Okay, it says Confederate initiative before ceding the cup to begin play. Well, it does say here, after the opening artillery phase is over and to begin the first chit draw phase. So, you know, I guess it's my fault for not really reading and paying attention to begin the first chit draw phase. That's what I was looking for, is a word that would, you know, tell me, hey, so okay, I'm just going to draw from the cup then. So I kind of gave the Confederates a little bit of a free activation. Well, they didn't have to roll. Plus, they got the first one. So, there that goes. All right, so we got Stuart. Stuart is going to activate possibly. His 2 units are here. He's got to get a 3 or less. Got a 2, so they can activate. And they're going to do a defensive order. You know, I could say, well, I could do an attack order, but we're not attacking. We don't have anybody to fire at. So, you know, he's going, well, okay, that's going to be 1, that's going to be 1, that's 2, that's the 4 that he can do. And so this one here will go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all they can do. Okay, so they are finished. Okay. Fog of War. So we roll. I got a 6. Extra effort. The Confederate player may randomly choose a CSA event chip from the available chips that was not chosen for the cup to begin the turn, and now place it in the cup. I choose one? Is that what it says? Yeah. Oh, randomly. Okay. Okay, so I did that. I don't know what this other one is. Okay. Fog of War's finished. Inspired Leadership. Okay, that's where they get to re-roll if somebody fails. One of their division leaders fails his. Okay, we got Fortunes of War. Alright, so Breckinridge, one of his, I guess it's going to be Bowen. It's okay. Bowen just doesn't get to activate. So let's turn him over. Alright. Alright, next. Rally. Okay, so I can rally. I can remove. One of these guys has a Shaken Jackson, maybe. Or I could remove Gladden's. Yeah, let's remove Gladden's. Okay. I removed Gladden's. right here. He's gonna take on Sweeney's 8th Iowans. Ooh, they get to rally someone, okay, or remove. So we've got Sweeney back here. I think it'll be Lawman. He's probably in a position to benefit from that more than I guess anybody else. All right, so W.H. Wallace, Tuttle, MacArthur, or Sweeney. Got a roll. All right, roll to 4 so he can activate one of them. Sweeney. We have a Sweeney over here that we could rally, but let's see, they got a 1. He'd have a 0. Tuttle. I could try to rally one of them. I could try to rally MacArthur. Might as well. All right, so we're gonna do MacArthur. And so I believe the 58th belonged to Sweeney in this scenario. No, it's the 57th. So is that right, or the 50th? No, that's a reinforcement. Yeah, the 50th. Okay. So that's the one that's on the map there beside him. But he's not going to be able to because he's not going to be supported right here. And he's got that shaken marker, so he's at a 0. He can't rally. But I can try to rally these other two. I'd have to get 1s, but who knows. So I've got one on the broke track, and I've got the one on right here, and they're going to try to rally. So both of them have to have a 1. Okay, so I got a 1 from the one that's on the broke track. So he comes back in, and he'll just stack with... No, that's not his. That's right. That's not his. So, where's... Oh, okay. Let me re-roll. Nope. Alright, so MacArthur's finished. Wallace back here. Alright, we got Breckinridge. Okay, he rolled a 4, so they have a limited activation. No one's within their range, so they also are finished, and so is Breckinridge. Okay, we got artillery line of sight. Okay, so with this, they've got to be in woods. I'm going to use Smith here, and he's going to fire at this unit here, so we can fire through those orchard. Okay, we get. Tell you what, we're better off firing here, or we can possibly take this guy out. We can fire through these woods. He's going to have a CR of 0, so we start with a strength of 6 because with that we're in woods, which he is, and we can fire all of our full strength. Okay, fire through there. He's in woods, so from the 6 we have to go down to 4. But he's got a CR of just a 0. Okay. He's shaken. So that brings him down to 1, and then he's not supported because he's in the woods. So he's got a 0. Double 1's nothing. Seems like every time I have these, I roll horribly. So, just the way it goes, I guess. Okay, so Hardy. Okay. Hardy has wood and Shaver. Shaver is. He can't be activated. He's wrecked. So. Wood up there is what we've got. Okay, and they're close to being wrecked. Alright, so Hardy, I have to roll a 4 less. Oh, I got a 6. They don't have anybody within range. Well, no, they do. They're both rifled. Yes. But 2, 3. Okay. They're going to be quartered. So they're going to be like. See, that's not even get a full point there. So yeah, they can't. All right, so they're finished. And Hardy's done. So command confusion they can use. The Union, the Confederates can use against the Union. Okay, we got a firefight. And here's our firefight right here. Okay, so Gladden is firing right here. Alright, so we've got 9 strength, and he is located in the woods. So we're dropping down to 5, and he's going to have a CR of a 2. Oh, come on, 25. Really? Now they get to fire back. So that's 14. He's firing at 10, 11. CR of 4. They rolled double 1s, so. Alright, so that's all of that one. Beauregard, can he activate? No. So he had an opportunity to really stand out and impress some people. And with this battle. Okay, so Wallace can activate a roll to 2. So Tuttle and Sweeney. And Sweeney, okay, he's got 2 Sweeney units here. I could go on the attack. But I gotta throw in this command confusion. So two, the active brigade is under a maneuver order. Be the same under this one here. Yeah, really not supposed to have maneuver orders, but I guess here they're going to have it. Maneuver order. What are they going to? They're going to get 8. Can't engage. So I use this trail. Can't go there, and he can't engage. So I guess he's just going to move to there. That guy's not going to move. Oh, I do have this one over here. Well, it would be engaging either way, so he's just going to have to stay where he's at. Alright. But being under maneuver, he can't even do any kind of offensive fire either. Or, yeah. So Hulbert, okay, he's going to try to use Williams and do a rebuild because he's got 2 units over here on the broke table track available. So if he can pass, roll to 4, so he passed. Alright, so going to try to rebuild 2 units over here on the broke track. And move the whole map. Alright, so we've got a 3 and a 1. 3 and a 1. Okay, failed both. I rolled a 3 and then a 6, so they both failed. So we're back to here, and Williams didn't pass. Holbert goes back to the cup. Again, how many times do I do that? And Lawman, or Lehman, is I didn't have anybody on the broke track. Let's see, who does he have here? Oh, well, it's still got to roll. 4, okay, he passed. Okay. I know there's... Oh, there he is, right there. What do we got here? Alright, so they're going to do a defend order. They're going to fall back to there. This guy's going to stay where he's at. And then the other unit back over here is not going to do anything either. So, alright. Okay, so we got winners. Rolled a 1, so now I'm going to activate Gladden up here. Okay. We're going to do an attack order. And the first thing we have is offensive fire. Fire with this guy first. Okay. He's got a strength of 6. Firing into the woods becomes 4. The target has a CR of 2. Rolled a 55, so he's going to be routine. 32 is not going to do anything. Now we go with the other unit, which is 9. Okay, he's going to shift down to 5 because of the woods. 46. Okay, that's going to be routine again. I think, let's see, yeah, routine. 14, I think it's just going to cause him to retreat. Yeah, give retreat 1. Okay, so he'll have to retreat to there. And no one else has anybody they can attack. So okay, so here we go. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 2 there. This guy's gonna go 1. Well, we're gonna go 1, 2 right there. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. All right. Alright, defensive fire. He's got to decide who he's going to fire at. And he's probably got a better chance here of doing something because they're going to have a CR of 2. While over here, he's going to have a CR of 4. So they're going to fire here. 14. Okay. Plus, also the dense woods is well, I guess it's the same, but they're firing out of dense woods. That's the other factor. So they're at 14, shift down to 10 because of targeted woods, and then they're firing out of dense woods. So 8, 9. CR of 2. 16. Nope, nothing. Okay. So those guys are just providing support. So we've got what, 10 here and 14. Okay, so we start at 14. So we got 24 14. That's still going to be 1 to 1. All right. Smooth bore, yes. 1719. Higher CR, yes. 2022. I think that's about it. Okay, 46, and they've got a CR of 2. That's going to be severe. Okay, 51. Depletion and retreat 1. So, depletion. And then retreat 1. I don't think this unit can fire. Maybe they can, because he's actually retreating in one of his. But then again, maybe you can. I know a lot of games when you're doing a route or any kind of retreat move that's involuntary, that there's not any fire. And other games do allow opportunity fire. So, plus, I think that would have been flanking. Let's see. It wouldn't have mattered, because even if the flanking, let's say we had flanking, that's just going to take it to 23 plus, and it's still going to be severe. So that's not going to change anything there. Okay, let's see here. Opportunity fire, 10-7. Okay, if a unit conducts movement, voluntary or not, out of a hex that is adjacent to one or more enemy units, it must endure opportunity fire. It says exceptions advance after combat. So each one is moved individually, but there's only one. Okay. So this unit is able to perform opportunity fire, as this unit is leaving here and going here. So that's a total of 7, but it's halved, so it's going to be 3. And firing into woods is going to bring it down to a 1, but that unit has a CR of 1. So 45, that's going to be a routine. 32 is not going to do anything. Okay. And then I'm going to move this unit and this unit in. This unit's going to stay right there. Alright, so Gladden is done. Okay. Withers goes back in the cup. And Withers is drawn again. I rolled a 5, and so now we've got Chalmers or Jackson. And Jackson has 1 on the broke track, but we need to move to take this that victory point hex right there. So see if I can get all of Jackson in here. Alright, so we need to take this. So we're going to do an attack order so that we can take that. And I don't have anybody that's in range or has line of sight to anyone. So we just do our thing here. So I don't know, maybe you can engage. Yes, you just can't close combat when you go defend. So you can engage. I think I was saying you can't. You can engage. Okay. So if we do that, then I can get the one Jackson unit here can get this shaken marker taken off because he's at least 3 hexes away. So we're doing defend. This one here, Jackson, is going to go 1, 2. Okay. This one here will go 1, 2, 3, and let's see what the orchard. Okay, we can go to that orchard right there. So we can go to there. Okay, now they're supported. And then this unit, 3 hexes away, can get that removed. So that on the last turn, maybe we can get a push or something. Okay, so Withers is going to go back in the cup. I guess, did I already put him in there? I don't think so. Oh, there he is. Okay, artillery, line of sight. I can use this one right here. So Willard is going to fire right here at this one right there. So he's going to have 9, strength of 9 because of the canister. The target is an orchard, so we shift 1, 6, 7, and they're going to have a CR of 3 because they're supported. Okay, 42. Okay. Is going to be routine. Oh, 65. So depletion and retreat 2. Okay. Depletion, retreat 2. Alright. So I've got 2 left, which should be W.H. Wallace and Withers. Okay, so we've got Withers. Roll a 5 so he can activate. He's got 2 units, no, 1 unit on the broke track, but he can't reach. Okay, so if we go on the attack, we can't fire anybody, nobody's within range, but we can get close to getting up here to help take to help do something up here. So alright, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. And then we have W.H. Wallace should be the last one. Okay, and there he is. He rolled a 6, but then we have this inspired leadership, so we get to roll again. Rolled a 3, so he passed. So Tuttle can activate. He's got 1 on broke box 2, so that won't help him. And then he's got 2 out here that are there they are. Okay, there's 1 here, 1 there. They're both depleted. Now if I try, well, neither one of them. Let's see. Well, The one up here cannot regroup because they're too close. They got to be at least 3 hexes away. So I'm going to have to... Okay, we're going to do an attack. No one's within range of small arms fire, so but he's gonna move there. Okay, to attack. He's gonna move here to help defend that victory point hex, and then this total is gonna move up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. And he takes possession of that victory point hex. Okay. And he's not attacking. But we are up here. Alright, so we've got this total. Okay. Now this artillery can only fire up to 3 strength points. So 3 canister, 3.5. 50% of 3 is 1.5. So they're going to have a strength of 4. Target has a CR of 2, but and they're in the woods. So we have to shift 2 columns to the left from 4 to a 2. What's this? 35. 35. Okay, nothing. Okay, and now we have the assault. Okay, so it's 5 against 4. That's 1 to 1. So we start at 5. They both are going to have the same CR. Smoothbore, yes. Well, musket, so no. And then we move down here to the 50% plus of the defender's strength points artillery, yes. So we shift to the right 4 columns. So we're at 12, 13. Defender has a CR of 2. 51. Okay. It's going to be severe. That's 25. So they're depleted. They have to take a break test now, which just means if they fail, they're going to be eliminated. Then they have to retreat 3. Okay, so they passed the break test. They retreat 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then this unit can move in and up to 3. He'll stay right there. Alright. And that is all of that turn. So alright, so we've got 1 turn left. And of course I've got to move over here. I've got to move these guys. Okay, so Chalmers moves in here. These 2 move to here, here. Okay, so at the present time, if we focus on, maybe we'll move this out of the way. Okay, let's turn this. All right. So we've got 1 turn left. Okay. You get victory point wise Okay. Each side gets half a victory point for each enemy two-step unit eliminated or on the broke track. Okay. And then wreck brigades. MacArthur is wrecked. So MacArthur is wrecked. And the reason he's wrecked is he's got this unit here, okay, and then the rest of the brigades are depleted. These two, okay, and then yeah, and that's all there is with MacArthur. He only had 2 regiments plus the borrowed 50th from Sweeney, so he's wrecked. Okay, Gladden is not. Tuttle is not. The other ones I've already checked. Okay, so if we start adding up victory points. Okay, so move these out of the way. All right, so here is half and half, that's 1. Half and half, that's 2. Half and half, that's 3. Okay, and then you've got to give some kind of points for these leaders. I don't know why they didn't. You could give whatever their stuff is there. So right now we've got 3. I don't know what to do about these 2 guys. Okay, and then if we look over here, okay, here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be 3 more. Okay. All right. Then we look at the Confederate side. Okay, so they get a half and a half here. That's 1. Okay, half and half. That's 2. Half and half. That's 3, and then they have 3 and a half. Plus they've got Prentice. So right now they've got 3. Okay. All right. Then we look at the wrecked. Okay, over here. So the Confederates have 3 wrecked brigades. So now the Union moves up to 9, and the Union have 2. So we go up to 5. Is that right? 2. Now Miller. Yeah, I guess just 2. MacArthur. All right. Okay. Then we look at victory points. Okay. So the Indian mounts is worth 1. And that's clearly going to be, there's no way that the Confederates can get to that one. So now they're at 10. Okay. This one is Confederate only back here. Okay, they're not going to get to this one. Okay, and that's 1013. That's worth 3. Says, well, yeah, 2 points for the crossroads and 1 point for the headquarters. Oh, so that's where the headquarters is at. It's up here. Okay. I thought it was back here. Okay, that's automatic. Okay, so that's 3. Okay. Don't think they're going to get to that. So that's 13. 13 to 5 right now. Okay. Then we have this one. 1413. They're going to have a hard time getting to that one. That's worth 1. So now we're looking at 14. There's the one at 1714. That's 1. So now you're looking at 15. This one here at 1813. That's 2. Okay. 1115. That's 2. Don't think they're going to reach that one either. Okay. That one, 15, 16, I think I already got that one. That's worth 2. So now we're at 20. 1. 21. Okay. So what? The only one I guess that they control, the Confederates, is 1911. That's only worth 1. So now they're at 6. You know, we might be able to get that one. Possibly this one. So, what is this? 15, 16. Okay, that's 2. 17, 14. That's 1. So that's 3. This one, 18, 13. So that's 2. That's 5. This one, no. So really, 5 points. Right now it's 21 to 6. And like I said, they might be able to get 5. That would bring it to 5, 11 to 16. And the only other thing that could happen is trying, and that's not counting the leaders, because there's a 4-point difference over here with the leaders. And the leaders killed. So that's another 4 points. Well, that actually goes to the 4 points is in favor of the Union. So that's another 4 points. So instead of 21, it's actually like 25 to 6. So, you know, it ended up being 20 to 11 or something if they were able to get, say the Union's able to get those 5. See, the way that the Union is, okay, they've got to go through this guy and this guy, this artillery, this guy, and then these guys are there. Okay, they're not going anywhere. Okay, in one turn, you know, there's only the road. I'd have to clear that road, you know, to be able to move up it. This road doesn't go there. It goes back to this location. So, you know, I can get the Confederates. The Confederates can, like I said, they could get this one here. Okay, they could get this one. Okay, it's only worth 1. Okay, this one here, 15, 16 is worth 2, so that's 3. And then, like this one here is worth 2. So that's the 5 that I'm talking about. I don't think they can get to this one. 11, 15. Now that'd be worth another 2, but still, it's not enough. The wreck brigades, when I sent Gibson in, and all his units were just slaughtered basically, and sent reeling back, that was probably the end of it right there. Schaefer was probably already wrecked the turn before. But Schaefer doesn't have anybody on the. Why are they wrecked? Oh, I know. I think I rebuilt somebody from Schaefer. Oh, no. They're okay. There they are. The Schaefer units are eliminated. Okay, if they're eliminated or on the broke track. So that's why. So I think I can end this scenario without going the last turn, just due to the fact that the Confederates don't have a pathway to victory here. So both games, the Union is going to be victorious, and I think on this one, of course, I can take the blame for my poor use of my brigades. Getting 3 of my brigades as a Confederate player wrecked. Schaefer was probably pretty close, but although Stevens didn't have that many regiments, I think he's only got 3. Yeah, I think he only had like 3 regiments. So he had a small brigade, and but when you send all of your regiments in to battle, then with the wrecked rule, that can be a disaster for the army, because those units can't be rebuilt and they can't get back into the fight. They can defend, but at the end of a turn they're going to have to withdraw. They can't stay engaged. So when they do that, now they're open to opportunity fire, and they take a depletion. They're or a break test. They're just eliminated. So, which is more victory points for your opponent. So I think the wrecked rule edition is really a great piece of chrome, because it makes the player really focus on how they're using their brigades, the regiments in their brigades, and you can't just throw them in there without consequences, and that's more realistic. Okay, that's more of a historical result is what you're getting. And so that was something that happened in the actual battle. You had brigades that were sent in without support, and so you had brigade after brigade being sent in, and they were just getting eat up. Okay, repelled. They were getting chewed up by enemy fire, and then that forced them to withdraw. So they needed to be sending more than just a brigade in. But in this game, of course, you're limited in the fact that only one brigade is activated at a time. I think there's one of the volumes, due to what was occurring historically, or maybe due because of the supreme commander, or the tactician, I might call it, you were able to activate more than one brigade. It seems to me that it was a battle with Stonewall Jackson. But anyways, I think this is a fabulous addition, and I'm excited to try out other scenarios. Maybe even try out the entire first day. Pull out the big map and get all the brigades involved and see what can occur. With that, I would do that just as a solo battle, not do a comparison or a verse, like I did in this series. And like I've said before, this is my favorite Civil War system. And you had the Glory system, and I've got one, and it has to do with Antietam. And I was going to do a comparison between it and the Civil War Brigade of Antietam. I don't think there is an Antietam hasn't been covered yet by Revolution Games. I don't believe they've done a Antietam. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. There's so many others, of course, out there that they could still do, but I don't think that one's been handled yet. So, and there's so many other game companies. I know GMT also has. They have they have their Civil War Brigade, or not brigade, but it's a Civil War something system, and to me it looked a little bit more operational, maybe from a little further out with a further perspective. I think I don't know that much about that. I like the tactical, whether it be Napoleonic, World War II, Pacific War, carrier battles, so forth and so on. I kind of like the tactical level, even though with carrier battles it's probably the best you're doing an operational type situation. I don't know that I've seen a carrier game. Maybe I need to do one. I've got it's a World War II naval game that I've created. I just have to do some editing and kind of do more marketing, of course, but how I'm gonna market it, whether or not I'm gonna try to go through a gaming company or just do it myself, because it's just a print and play, because everything happens. You just have a blank sheet of paper, or you can, if you need a bigger area, then all you do is you just tape more paper, okay, to the edges of where you start, or you can even start with several pages taped together, in a square format or a rectangle, whatever, and you have no counters. You record your hits and everything on a ship, like a ship log sheet, and you're just marking as you move. You're marking where the front of your ship is, just with a almost like an arrowhead, but just half of an arrowhead. What I'll have to do is I'll have to do a video of me playing the game, and it's all ship to ship. Well, you can't have aircraft, I guess, involved, but that's really what's the word? It's not very detailed, like the ship to ship. So it's that's what it's really for, designed for, like the Battle of the River Plate. They're off the western coast of South America. I believe it was 1940. The Graf Spee versus the British. What were the British ships? Ajax, I think. There's a couple. So basically, you have a pocket battleship versus some cruisers, and you could. It would also be really good at for the naval battles that took place around Guadalcanal, at Iron Bottom Sound, and so forth. So it's really not for use against with aircraft carriers, and which you could, but it's not designed for that. It's designed for ship to ship, and I think it's really interesting. And so you could use it with miniatures, easily. I think I provide two different scales that can be used with two different scales so easily. And I'll have to make a video. Maybe I could do a quick video of it, but before I start the Talavera, I've already got some of this out. Of course, for the Talavera, if we take a look here, we've got. Here is the Talavera map. We've got the La Bataille. But this is an older. For some reason, the counters and everything are older than. So this is the box art. So I think maybe I can turn that off, and we don't have the glare. So just an excellent painting there. So I don't know if that's a hussar. Should now be able to tell from the dress, with the fur cap and the way that they wear their jackets, so forth. But of course, they don't have anything on. Well, they do have something on the back, but of the box. So, and but the counters, just to show you, the counters are these super thin counters. I got this from board game. Not board. I don't want to talk about them. I'd have to pull one out, but they're. Oh, here we go. Just to give you a comparison, okay. So we've got here. We've got the counter coming from Revolution Games, and here we got, and all the counters are like this, okay. And then if we look at the comparison of thickness, okay, quite a difference here. Okay, this was I guess they come out with a version of this game that's what they had, and I think people complained, and so they came out with another edition that has the thicker counters. So we'll be dealing with those super thin counters, I guess, which will make it easier for them to stack. But the other thing is I'm playing using the regulation. That one goes over there. What is it? The regulation. Let me find the rule book here. There's so many La Bataille. I think this is the year 2011. Right? I think isn't that what that 10, that's 10 and 10, so that's 20, 22, I guess. Not 2011, 22 of the year 22, I guess. Is that right? Yeah, must be. So this is see what the year is. 1997 is this. The rule book that came with it, that's not it, is this one. Okay. So, see if I can find a date here somewhere. I don't know. I don't think I can. I don't think there is any date in here. But this one, I'm sure this all of this is coming from a Marshall Enterprises version, and somehow all of it got stuck into a Clash of Arms box. Somehow. Because this is Mont Madsen, Dennis Spores, Matra de la Palace, and Prince de Ponte Corvo. But I don't see any date anywhere on that. And let's see if I can find, maybe there's a date on something else here. Of course, here's your, order of battle. And of course, you've got your assault, combat à la voie, and I don't see any dates on it either. Let's see what this has. Looks like this is okay. This is an addendum to the La Emperor Napoleon Primer rules, which again, there's no date. And here's your time track. Okay, and I had to cut the map for some reason. The map was not. Let's see if there's a. I don't even see a date on here. What? It's when they were in King. Well, let's see. This says Clash of Arms. See, like I said, but everything that's inside of it is from a. It's all from Marshall Enterprises version, which made it kind of. I got kind of shocked when I saw it. When I received it, I opened it up. Okay, so this says, this says 1986 on these, and I'd have to go back to look to see. I do remember reading somewhere about the super thin counters and players complaining, and they went and changed them. I don't know if they sent out new counters or what they did, but this here is much older than 1986, I believe. 86, right? Did I say 86? I think I saw 86 on here. Yeah, 86, not 96. So, I could be wrong, but this looks like what would have came with 86. This looks like something that would have came from a much earlier, maybe from the 70s, the late 70s, early 80s. I'd have to look to see. Of course, this was purchased separate. I've had this for years and years and years. Ever since I got this when I got the original, my first La Bataille game, which was Arstotzka. So, all right, but that's I want to show you what the size of Talavera on this. This is Talavera right there, and I hated to do this, but I had to tape the map together. It's the only way to get it all to line up, because they're divided right down the center of Talavera, and they didn't line up right. I can show you. here where I put the I'm going to turn the light on now. So I do not. I received a game, the Napoleonic Brigade Series, the Marengo game, Marengo. Anyways, the map. Whoever had the map prior taped it. Laminate. They didn't tape it. They laminated it. So I have it all rolled up. Of course, you can't put it in a box now because it's laminated. This I can still put in the box. So of course I can move this over some, and maybe I can even get it because I'm done with this other game. I can actually possibly, let's see how close I am. Oh yeah, we can get it on there. Okay, so